Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday. I had to think, but I'm like, is it Tuesday? I'm like, feeling like it's Wednesday, but it's not. But yes, happy Tuesday. Happy new moon in Cancer. Yeah, hopefully that energy has been treating you guys well so far. We're definitely going to tap into that, obviously, right? But yes, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you like what you see here, and decide to stick around. Hit that like button and subscribe, all that good stuff, so that you can stay connected with me and with our soul tribe that we're building up here. All that good stuff. You can also hit the notification bell as well, so that way you know when I post. That would be really helpful. And for those of you who have already been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back and thank you for the continued support. I greatly appreciate you guys and everything that you do to help support me and the channel. Can't do it without you, so thank you. With all that said, no one's here just yet, but um, as you guys saw from the title, this is a pick an emoji. I said yesterday, I was like, I think I'm gonna try to do one for you guys today, and I was like, oh shit, it's the new moon, isn't it? So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to do a pick an emoji reading. So yeah, this is a pick an emoji reading, and we're gonna look into the energy that is surrounding you guys at this time, like a little energy check-in when it comes to the new moon in Cancer energy. The new moon in Cancer is very high emotional time for some folks, or a lot of folks, and this a lot of times it has to do with like a lot of emotional healing and family, home life, things like that, and just like a sense of release and you know, getting right emotionally. A lot of emotions, like I said. So with all that said, the way that this works is I might have to say all this all over again because there's no one here yet. But yes, the way that this works is when you look at the pinned comment, it has the three different emojis that we're going to be looking at, and it is the crab, the new moon, and the star. Those are the three emojis you can pick from. And when you pick your emoji, you just kind of, and however you do it, you know, if you just felt gravitated towards it, cool. You can meditate on it a little bit if you like, whatever your, you know, your preferences when it comes to that. And what we'll be doing from there is we're going to do a reading for each of the emojis that are picked, and go from there. So again, now that we have some people here, welcome to the channel. Hope you like what you see here and decide to stick around, subscribe, all that stuff. Hit the like button. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel all over again, but I will quickly say at least welcome. So yes, we're going to kind of just get started though. And like I said, this is a pick an emoji reading. There's three emojis in the pinned comment. There is a crab, a new moon, and a star. So you just pick, you know, which one you feel the most drawn to, and then, you know, wait for your reading to show up, and then that will be it. This is not personal readings. So let's make sure I get that out there too. I have my bell. Hold on 1 second, just to clear energy in between readings. Yes, I do. Get it a little closer to me so that way I don't have to reach all the way over there. All right, cool. Now we're gonna get started. All right, so the first reading that is up is going to be those who picked the crab. It's only fair. This makes sense. So I'm gonna write down the it's 4:04, the start time, and then if you want to come back at a later time, you can also, you know, do that as well. I prefer for you to stay the whole time, but you don't have to. People have lives and they're not going to try to sit around for all the readings, and I understand that. But yes, I'll put the timestamps for each of the readings in the comments after I post this up. So let's get started. All right, I've already cleansed the space and myself, and we're going to dive in and see what is going on with you guys. So this is the crab. Those who picked the crab emoji. Let's get started. All right. So when I split the deck, we have show the world the real you with full moon in Aquarius, and we also have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Interesting. So definitely getting like past energy. There might have been something happening when it comes to maybe finding confidence in yourself, when it comes to, hey Buki, what's up, love? Um, so there could have been a point in time where, especially like in the past, where you were feeling like you couldn't really show your full self, is what I'm picking up on. And now you're working on, getting out of that energy, especially with this new moon, right? The new moon is about what you're bringing in. So the fact that maybe at one point you didn't feel comfortable really putting yourself out there fully is what I'm kind of getting. Maybe a creative project or something along those lines. Let me show the two cards here. We have somebody here, Nikita. Hi, Nikita. How are you? Hope you're well. All right. So the way that I'm going to do this is for all of the readings I am going to pull from the Moonology deck. Make sure I cleanse the energy and space each time in between. But we'll kind of do that, and then we'll do like a little energy check-in with other oracle decks and read from the tarot, and then some last like inspirational advice type of thing at the very end for each of the readings. And if I feel up to it later, and if this one is successful, I'm also going to possibly do a collective message at the very end. We shall see. I haven't decided yet. All right, that's enough shuffles. What we got? What would you look at that? I already said this. Emotions are running high. Absolutely, they're running high for pretty much everybody right now. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini here. And middle of the deck we have, again, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So definitely like given, sense of strong willpower, really putting her pedal to the metal, putting the pedal to the metal when it comes to things that you've been wanting to do, feeling really emotional about it. Maybe there's something that you've held near and dear to your heart that you know that you have to kind of start letting go of, or you've already done it. You might have had to deliver a really difficult message recently, or being called to do so soon in order to really move forward. I'm getting that some of you guys might be leaving a job, but take the messages as they resonate. Even though this is a pick an emoji, like it's still not like necessarily, it's a little bit more personalized. It's not a personal reading, right? So take the messages as they resonate. And if the messages resonate with you, let me know in the comments, or with your reactions, and hitting that like button, subscriptions, all that stuff would be super helpful. Yeah, look, first card out officially on the spread now. We have emotions are running high, super moon. Yeah, emotions are running high. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Top of the deck. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So you're going after something. And this is something that you actually really hear about. And it's like, this could be something either like a creative venture that you've been thinking. I mean, it could be like kind of an adventure, right? Like, doing something that's different that you're like excited about, and you're like, whoa, like there's just a lot of different feelings that you're feeling. Like you're feeling happy, you're excited, you're maybe even mourning something that's heard, like maybe like maybe we left, like we're at a job for a long time, and that it's time to leave. I'm getting something like that. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini here in the middle of the deck. All right, so let's get, I'm thinking let's do one more from here. I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, let's do one more from here, unless spirit tells me to do otherwise. Yeah. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. So changes are coming, and it's really nice to see that, because that's really what new moons in general represent. And again, with all the emotion that's tied into this, it's like, okay, you're really putting in the effort. You've been working hard at whatever this is, and really wanting to get to it. Like, you might have been putting it off for a bit, and now you're like, oh no more. I have to do this. Yes, look, we have step out of your comfort zone. North node, you're stepping into your purpose, into your north node at this time. Surrender to the divine, full moon. the top. The answers you need are coming again. Full moon in Gemini. So I am getting that, you've been kind of called in a way to kind of do certain something, whatever that is. It's definitely giving something maybe career driven, like a creative, I keep saying adventure. I want to say venture. Maybe some of you guys have like heavy fire in your chart or something, maybe Sagittarius. Let me know in the comments. But I keep hearing like that kind of energy for some reason. And it's just definitely giving like this fired up energy. And I was picking up on that even yesterday when I read, and it was a really good reading. If you guys want to go check that one out. Yeah, like just feeling like really excited about something different. And you're like, your emotions are a little bit all over the place about it, which I think is nice. Hey. Which I think is nice. So this is something exciting, something new, something different, right? So when I split the deck of, for you guys, is I have some pre-selected oracle and tarot decks for each of the piles, or emojis I should say. We have the Shaman's Dream here, which my girl Aya from, or Veronica from Aya Inspired Tarot, she gifted those to me, and I love that deck, or this deck I should say. It's a really good one. So I would suggest getting it for yourselves if you guys are also readers. So a great deck to have. So we have, when I split the deck here, we have Netcaster, says preparations come to fruition. And we also have Sky Dancers, surrender. So it's giving me this energy of knowing that you needed to let go of something, right? Hey, blessings. What's up, my love? What's up, girl? Hey, girl. Hey. Um, Hope you enjoyed the rest of your birthday the other day. Um, yes, and we have preparations to come to fruition, right? So, yeah, there's something you're preparing for. And it took, a point of having to let go of something that could be the reason why the emotions are running so high. It's like knowing that you had to let go of something first to get to this point. Not always the easiest thing, right? There are certain things that you have to kind of surrender, surrendering even control, right? Like being able to, rely on the Most High. You saw a card that said something about, letting the divine step in for you guys. So it's like letting the divine kind of help guide you, and understanding that we can't control. I'm gonna say we, because I understand that feeling too. It's not my reading, but like I kind of understand that feeling for sure. We can't always hold on to things, right? We have to learn how to let go and surrender control, let the Most High handle it. And that's when you start to sometimes see a lot of changes happen. Yeah, closing door, completion. There are doors that are closing, so you have new beginnings here, which is really what this phase is about, right? Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. So some of you guys might be transmuting your pain into purpose, is what I'm getting. And that's where you're going to see a lot of the changes coming in, and that could be why the emotions are running so high. Unmarked trail, revelation. You maybe had to see things for what it really was. If you picked that crab emoji, let me know in the comments and let me know if this message is resonating so far. All right, Spirit. Let's get two from here. We're going to make sure we don't go too crazy with pulling cards. So I'll make sure that everybody, gets their readings. Well, I don't want to say everybody. I mean, each of the groups. It's not personal readings. But still, I don't want to make them too long. I want to make sure that they're clear and concise, but not rushed either, if that makes any sense. Horned cactus, resourcefulness. So I'm getting like, I heard future planning. Maybe you've been having to really, plan out some things when it comes to this, whatever this venture is, I'm getting like doing your research, gathering your money, things like that. Because sometimes, what they say, like to make money sometimes you have to spend some money, right? Like let's say if you needed to start start saving up money to, like, I heard a storefront for somebody seems very specific. Maybe a storefront, or like there might be like a course or something that you have to kind of, save up money for in order to be able to, do whatever this is, this creative venture, right? For some, it could be moving, especially if you're moving for work. That's been showing up a lot in readings lately, just in general. So you might resonate with that. Um, but yeah, getting your resources together so that you can, embark on whatever this journey is. Um, we have stranger curiosity, right? This is definitely giving like doing some research, looking into something a little bit, trying to test the waters maybe on some stuff, not necessarily knowing exactly what you're doing just yet. So trying to figure it out, yeah. But definitely something being closed out, whatever this might entail. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. So you might have been feeling pretty stuck for a little bit. But Spirit is letting you know, hey, we have been guiding you. I'm telling you, you might want to check out the reading from last night. It was kind of long. It was almost 2 hours long, but it was very, very insightful, and I think that you guys would possibly benefit from watching that. Just in general, I feel like it's going to be the case because we are in that phase, right, where there's this sense of a new direction. That's what this whole phase is about. This moon phase. So yeah, I'm getting something like that. All right, let's get one more from here, and then we're gonna look into the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have deep diver, diving into a task. Yeah, there's a task at hand that you're being called to look into. And the thing is, it's like you might be a little nervous about it. I am getting a sense of nervousness. My stomach started kind of feeling a little weird, like right in the pit of your stomach. Like that, almost like a burning, right? Like I don't know if I want to do it. Like I feel anxious all of a sudden. Like just that sense of like, I don't know if I should do it. Should I? Should I not? Like like when you're about to like go on a roller coaster and it looks kind of scary. You're like, I don't know if I'm going that. Am I crazy for actually like wanting to go on that roller coaster? Well, life is a goddamn roller coaster, right? There's ebbs and flows and peaks and valleys. It's all over the place, and we don't know what we're gonna get sometimes, and it can get kind of wild, right? But you're being asked to do it. We have watchers here. Yeah, they're watching. And when I say they, I mean like the your spirit guides and stuff like that. They're watching everything transpersonal. So there's this exchange is what I'm picking up on. They're like, when you allow us to come in, we're gonna help you. But if you try to do everything on your own, you're gonna if you try to do everything on your own, you might remain a little bit blocked because they're gonna be like, well, we can't really help you if you're not allowing us to help you. Does that make any sense? Like you can't sit there and be like, oh, I need all this help, woe is me, and then at the same time not allow for help to come in. And that could help happen in different ways. God, the Most High, whatever you believe in, will put certain people into your life in circumstances that are meant to raise your vibration. If you're not picking up on the vibe, then you're going to be stuck. And I know this as somebody who is really, really, really hard-headed when it comes to receiving help. So I'm not going to knock anybody who is like that because I resonate. Stranger and curiosity is here again. I'll, if you blessings, if you stay to the end, I'll do it. Okay. Or I'll send you one directly. I'll even, if you can't stay the whole time, I'll even do a timestamp for you of me singing happy birthday to you. I promise. Cross my heart. We have caterpillar here. It says opportunity. So yeah, I am getting this energy of there are these opportunities that are about to be presented, but at the same time, you have to allow for the Most High to come in and help you, or people around you that actually mean well to help you. And it's hard to discern sometimes, I know, right? Because it's like people have ulterior motives and things like that. So it's like it's almost like, okay, well, that, or you have a lot of pride, getting maybe some Leo energy. There could be like pride that holds you back when it comes to that. Let me know if that resonates. Because I know I hate asking for help. I have no Leo in my chart at all, but I am a Sagittarius. And I always feel fired up and I'm supposed to do everything by myself. And I'm just like, when I need help, I'm like, I don't want to ask for help. No, I got this. Like even today at work, my coworkers were like, because I was doing everything. I went and got the breakfast and the lunch. I led breakfast. I led lunch. I, I prepped for movement group and all these different things. And my coworkers, because we were down staff, so I was like, and I felt like shit yesterday because I felt like dead weight in my class. So I was just like, today I'm gonna do a bunch of things. I got like 2 kids off of the bus. We only have 4. I got half of the kids off of the bus, put half of them on. And they're just like, you're like running around like crazy, and I'm just like, it's fine. I got it. It's okay. Brought one kid up to the nurse. I'm just like, I just felt like I had to. And, sometimes it's giving people pleaser a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's why they wanted me to share that. Maybe a little bit of people pleaser, or just like again pride, right? Maybe you want to pair like you're strong. You don't need anyone's help. You can do everything by yourself. I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that makes any sense. But the thing is, again, the Most High, whatever you believe in, will put people into your path to help you. Use your discernment, of course, but they're there for a reason. Allow them to help. This is coming from somebody who hates asking for help. So I think that's why they said that. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Easier said than done when you're in that kind of energy and that you're that type of person. Because I get it, trust me. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Blessings. Yeah, everything will start piling up on you. You got to use your judgment, right? Maybe that's part of the wake up call here happening, realizing, seize the opportunities when they present themselves, right? Like things start to, happening in our lives where we're like, oh shit, you know, maybe I should take like, not when I say take advantage, I don't mean it like in a bad way, but like take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. They're put there for a reason in some cases. As long as you're not being a terrible person about it, and being an opportunist and taking advantage of people, right? But taking advantage of opportunities that people are willing to give to you is important. You know what I mean? Like, why do we struggle with that? Let's ask ourselves that question. It's a little shower. Me personally, I can say it's because I saw, like, for instance, my mom and especially all the women in my life, all the matriarchs, all of them did everything on their own. So I think that I am hyper independent because of that. You know what I mean? Hyper vigilant too. So I'm like, nope, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I can do it by myself. Even in a relationship, I'm like, nope. And then the guys are like, well, damn, what the fuck do you need me for? Just to be here, I guess. um, so yeah, having to soften up a little bit. Maybe that's for somebody too. Softening up to love is what I just heard. Soften up to love. I wasn't really picking up on love in this reading so far, but like that could be an important message for somebody who ends up watching this. Like, learning how to, not always be so hardened and feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm getting delays. Like there could have been delays because you haven't allowed people to come in and help, and they're willing to. I know that resonates. Yeah, there are opportunities, right? We got this Page of Pentacles here on the bottom. Something definitely could be happening. The Lovers, things that are in alignment with where you are, what you're doing is what I'm getting. Like there's a sense of, connection. Like I'm not really necessarily picking up on love here, to be honest with you, but it's just more about being in alignment with and in harmony with different connections and things of that nature, if that makes any sense. Hey Michael, how are you? Welcome today. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm getting something like that, kindred spirits, right? Being around people who are, on the same wavelength as us is what I'm picking up on. Yeah. People who are emotionally intelligent. King of Cups. And remember, we got a lot of a lot of emotions running high at this time, right? All right, so I'm gonna do a few shuffles. And keep it rolling, and let's see. And then after I read from here, I'm gonna read from the Divine Masters Oracle, like as like a final message for those who picked the crab emoji, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. I do hope for those of you who picked the crab emoji that this is resonating and that you found it helpful because it's not over yet. But yeah, hopefully it's been, resonating. That's always my goal, just to make sure that, it makes sense. All right, so on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, I mean, whatever it is that you guys are thinking about working on, especially if you're resonating with this idea of it maybe working in a new field or something, a creative venture, business, whatever the case may be. This is something that could be lucrative. This could bring in really great money and great opportunities. Yeah, but again, something has to fall apart first for other things to come together, right? Yeah. So now you're thinking of a master plan, the Hermit here. So it's like, it's definitely giving like this energy of, something had to like kind of fall apart. You had to figure out, okay, this isn't for me. And it might have been a tough revelation to get there, but you figured it out. And now you're doing, that inner work, you're doing your research and stuff, you're looking deeper into things, and you're realizing, okay, there's other ways that I can dive into this task and be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Utilize my gifts and my talents and be able to, make, something lucrative happen. I hope that makes sense. All right. So let's do a little 3-card spread, I think would be good. Let's do past, present, future kind of thing. And then we're going to do, like I said, some last messages from your Divine Masters. And then that'll be your reading. Those of you who picked the crab. Let's see. The Sun is the first card out. Nice. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm getting, based on what I'm feeling and picking up on, especially based on the stuff that I've seen so far, I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all going to probably be like, oh, really? And I'm going to be like, yes. I'm getting self-deception here. And let me explain why. We have the Seven of Swords here on the bottom. Remember, the Sun card is what came out for the past, right? Happy, positive, all this stuff. But then we have the Seven of Swords. Now, initially, I was going to say, ooh, somebody was trying to steal your joy kind of thing. But then, look at the other cards surrounding. We have, on the top, Knight of Pentacles. So that's about slow-moving energy. It's not that it's not going to happen, but it could be like detours and delays because of a slow-moving energy. And that energy might stem from your fears and anxieties. And my thing is this. When you, how can I put it? When you hold on to, all these emotions, we talked about emotions already a lot throughout this reading. Emotions are running high. What is an emotion that tends to run high sometimes? Anxiety, fear, right? Fear of change. And we can, in some cases, we can actually do more harm than good by staying stuck and stagnant in our circumstances and in our head and our fears, and cause a sense of self-delusion. We trick ourselves into staying where we are. Opportunities wanting to come in with the Page of Pentacles underneath that. Underneath the Seven of Swords, what's underneath that? Yeah, there are opportunities coming in. They want you to be more confident in yourself. Yeah, because the thing is, if you allow yourself to be all in this dreamlike state where, wishy-washy, all here and there and everywhere, but nowhere solid, it puts you in a position where you're not going to be able to, tackle what it is that you're meant to tackle at this time. Because you're definitely meant to do something, but you're too caught up here. All right, let's see. What is the present? That was the past energy. I feel like you guys are getting a little bit more clarity now, which is good. especially with this emotional release that's happening right now during this particular moon phase, this new moon in Cancer. Tell us more. Thank you. You might be feeling a sense of loss. Five of Cups is here. Again, emotions, right? Because you might be focused too much on the past. Six of Cups. You know, looking at, you know, the past memories, and I'm hearing nostalgia and stuff like that. And it's like, but the thing is, if there are certain situations in your life that have, you know, been keeping you feeling stuck or confined, you have to remove yourself from those situations. Yeah, because those, you have to remove yourself, the devil on the top. You know, these things that keep us bound sometimes slow us down. And then we're, you know, yes, there's this mourning process, but the reason why you're mourning is because it's like, it's a sense of comfortability. It's what you're used to. It's not necessarily it's good for you, but it's what you've been used to for a long time. So once you start to realize that, you have to release that. When I say release, Four of Pentacles in the middle of the deck, you can't make it up even if you wanted to. Like, you have to release that. You gotta let it go. You've been holding on to it too long. And I'm also getting like the other meaning that you get from this card in particular. It literally says budgeting up there, and I did just say a little while ago that some of you guys might be like starting to save up money and stuff like that. So that could be another message, a little bit more separate though. Let's see. Let's get the incoming energy or the outcome spirit. Friend, what are you doing? Trying to go in the window. Trying to be nosy like your mama. She looked at me when I said that. She looked. Yeah, you gotta seize opportunities, guys. Like, there are opportunities coming in. Now I will say this. I think the warning though at the same time is like, yes, you know, I just heard jump on it, doom, 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 doom. But like at the same time, it's like, okay, definitely, you know, pursue these opportunities and things that are coming as they present themselves. However, don't be too hasty. That yes, the wheel is kind of turning in your favor. You know, with this Wheel of Fortune, there are great things about to shape and happen. But you know, definitely take a moment, right? Take a step back and, you know, evaluate it. With this Four of Swords, you know, that's some, again, that's like fears and stuff like that. But it also could be about a sense of just kind of taking a step back. You know, being a little bit on the fence about it. Like, you know, is that really what I want to do? Let me sleep on it. You know, that's where that term comes from, right? Like, let me sleep on it. You know, you don't want to just make a hasty decision. Allow yourself to, you know, be certain, whatever these decisions are. You know, whether it's like taking up a course or something, because there's definitely something that we picked up on earlier about, you know, going towards something when it comes to maybe like, you know, moving, a new job, starting a business, a course. There are different things that were popping up, and it's going to be different for everybody. But yes, you know, it is definitely, at the same time, it is time to move on from the past. Anything that's been keeping you feeling stuck. Any last piece of advice from the tarot before I pull an oracle card for the folks that picked the crab? And then we're going to move on to the next reading. They're like, you know, invest in yourself. I also heard well worth the wait. Like, sometimes it takes time for things to come into fruition. Where is it? Damn it. It's one of those cards that's like, it did show up as not. Let's see something. Nah. Okay, when that happens. But we did see it more than once. It was this energy of, you know, things coming into fruition. We saw it in the first deck that we pulled from, or the second deck rather. But yes, invest in yourself. Watch the fruit of your labor come in. It will happen after a very, very major upheaval. Like, it's gonna take, you know, some time, right? And that could kind of be scary, right? Make you feel a bit stuck, like feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place. But you got this. Again, that Wheel of Fortune is here again. It's coming in. All right, so I'm gonna read from the Divine Masters for you guys as the last deck, and then that will be your reading. My lovies, those of you who picked the crab. All right, let's split this deck. What we got? Green Terra, healing light, wellness unfolding. Know that healing is a journey, along with Lakshmi and Ganesh. Prosperity vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I mean, we saw a lot of that throughout, right? We had this energy of you guys, like, let me just turn this on a little bit. They added an instrument to the song. I'm like, oh, that's not. My bad. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was like a one of those rattle shaker thingies. I don't know what it's called. My son would probably be like, "Ma, you don't know what that's called." I don't actually. But first I thought it was like, because it was like the end of the song. And I'm like, is that one of those things? They use them in jazz sometimes. No, it's water. Promise I'm not crazy. I mean, a little bit, but not in this case. But yes, we did pick up on that, right? This energy of, working on like a sense of healing after loss and things like that, right? And picking up the pieces, moving forward, and doing something with this energy. We talked about transmutation, so that's pretty on track there, I would say. All right, let's get one card to close out for those who picked the crab spirit, please and thank you. I think my brother is about to make himself some. Couple more shuffles. Alright, bottom of the deck we have Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunity to shine. Yes. Do not say that. I literally said I feel like there are gifts and things that you guys have and talents that's to be utilized at this time, and it's going to bring on new opportunities. You can't make it up, I'm telling you. We have Bridget. It says inner fire. We talked about that too. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. I mean, come on. How is this for coming full circle? I'm just saying. I love when it happens like this. Sarah P. Bay. Paradigm shift. Activation to grow. Make the necessary change. Change is hard. It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. All right, let's get a card out of here to close your reading out, guys. Those of you who picked the crab. One card, one message. Taurus, it says manifested. I can't get that out. Are you guys having a really hard time manifesting? Because that was really hard for me to get out. I'm going to try again. Taurus, manifestation vortex. That's what it is. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Your thoughts create your reality is what that part means. So, again, if you're all in your head, and we talked about that a little while ago, you're in your emotions, all of that stuff, they're all connected. It will show on the outside of what's happening. So, if you're, in a scarcity mindset, for instance, that's what you're going to attract. Like attracts like. So if you're, you could be doing all these great things, but if you're not, in that mindset of saying, oh, I am the shit, it's giving me like, not just manifesting, but it's also giving me like affirmations and stuff. How do you speak to yourself? Speak life into yourself is what I'm getting. Recognize how awesome you are. We have cloth here. It says divine magic. The teacher awakens. The student becomes the master. You can take these opportunities and these experiences and things and, do something with it. You can help other people with it, which I love. Speaking of somebody who is a great manifester and all of that, knows how to transmute energy, my girl, the Phoenix Priestess, check her out. I mean, look at that name. It tells you everything you need to know. That is my soulmate right there. Check my girl out, guys. Absolutely love her. She is the absolute best. Hi, China. How are you? Here on the top of the deck, we have Lady Venus. Light activation. Yes. Call to action. Power surge. Earth mission. Exactly. I'm just saying. This is an opportunity for you to really step into your highest self and what it is that you are meant to do at this time. So all these experiences you've been having, they're leading to new opportunities. It might not always feel like it, but it is. And again, there's that paradigm shift happening. So with all that said, my loves, for those of you who picked the crab emoji, that is your reading. I hope that that resonated and that it was helpful, because we are going to now move in to the next reading after I put these cards away. Give me 1 second to clear out the energy and all that. But yes, like I said, and if it resonated and you're new and you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well, so that you know when I'm on, and you could be a part of these readings again, and you know, enjoy that experience. It's fun and it's also insightful. That's, at least that's my goal. Um, all that good stuff. And then yeah, so we're gonna get ready to look into the next group of folks, which believe it or not, we're already on the second one. We're moving on to the second one, the new moon energy. Damn, I need to start wearing my glasses. This is terrible. Barely see. All right, so 4104 is what I just saw. We're gonna rock with that. Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Clearly, I take what I do very seriously. Y'all probably, damn, these readings is long as hell. But each of them are going to be roughly the same amount of time. Just saying. So whatever emoji you pick, just know that you're going to get a lot of insight. And I'm not, I'm not going to rush your reading. You're going to get, even though it's not a personal, you're going to get a lot of insight. That is literally my goal, is for you guys to come out of here and be like, damn, I feel liberated and I feel like I'm going to do the damn thing. That's my goal. So, but yeah, let me see what you guys were saying. God, my fucking eyes are terrible. But yes, 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 yes. Like I said, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. God, leave my eyes though. All right, so I'm gonna clear space and energy. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, my bell. You can ring my bell. 1 second. My brother's looking at me like, I'm like, okay, 1 second, because I don't know what he wants to ask me. I'm sorry. He said Jeopardy music playing. No, he was asking me if it was okay if he comes and like goes out real quick because he had to go grab a package. And I'm like, for mom? He's like, yeah. I'm like, first off, I'm not gonna tell you you can't leave the fucking house. Like he knew I was live and he was trying to be respectful, but I'm like, no, you're fine. You're perfectly fine, bro. No worries. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so first things first, like I said, we already cleansed the space and everything. We're going to do this very similar to the last one. So those of you who picked the new moon emoji, we're going to get started. We're going to start you guys off with the energy oracle and see what you guys need to know at this time. All right, let's split that deck. Oh, what am I doing? Making a mistake? No, thank you. That's not what I meant to do. Nope, we're not doing that. We're going to start with the moonology deck. All right, let's see. It was like tucked away, so I forgot about it. All right, so we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, along with step outside of your comfort zone, North Node. So what I'm picking up on right now is do what you love and love what you do. That's what I'm getting so far. Yes, new moon in Cancer, my love. That is right. That is right. Yeah, love what you do and do what you love is what I just heard. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a parallel between the reading that I just did for those who picked the crab versus this one. I wouldn't be shocked, honestly, because first off, you guys are in the same collective, so there's gonna be some overlaps probably for just that reason, just because a lot of people are in a very similar energy. But If this is about, again, career maybe, so you might resonate with their last reading as well, possibly. Um, let's see what we got. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon here on the bottom of the deck. So committing to yourself, right? When it comes to what it is that you want to do. Ha. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so weird. You and your loved ones are safe. I'm not laughing at that part. What I'm laughing at is new moon in Cancer. You can't make it up. Like, what are the odds that you guys got that? Those of you who picked it. Literally, it's the new moon, and like that emoji is the new moon, and then this. Wow. So this message is going to be heavy and powerful. The first one was already pretty powerful, quite frankly, but whoa, this one's going to be crazy powerful, I feel like. It's time to be committed to yourself. You got to love what you do and do what you love. God damn. Hold the fucking vision, fixed moon. She said sexy. You know, it's funny. As I'm over here cackling like a damn witch. I was watching, y'all know I love my Michael Jackson, right? So, or, you know, for those of you who are regulars or whatever. So I was like, before I came on here, um, I was on Instagram and I saw him performing Off the Wall, and they had like that crazy laugh that he does off on that the beginning on the song. And like when I was a little kid, like I hated that song because I used to get scared. I wasn't scared of Thriller, I was scared of that song. I didn't like the cackling laugh that he did in the beginning. That's actually him laughing like that, and I was like, I don't like it. I used to get scared. My dad would have to skip that song for me, but yeah, I did not like that song as a kid. I love it now. It's like one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs ever, but it just made me think of that. It's so funny. All right, Spirit. Let's get some messages for those who picked the new moon. It's just so funny. But yeah, Off the Wall. First off, that's my favorite Michael Jackson album, and that's one of my favorite all-time songs from him too. Like, so good. And then another thing that I saw that was kind of funny, making fun of my boy Stevie Wonder. It said, what did it say? It was like in the little, you know, the little caption thing. It said, POV, God talking to Stevie Wonder when he's making his music, and he's like, looking back on when I was, and he's like, I call cat. You looking at what? And like it's like all these songs that like they're like all these songs where he's talking about looking at something he can't see. So it's like God is like, I call a cat. And then he was like, well, you want me to sing instead? I can't see. I'm like, yo, that shit was fucking hilarious. I had to send that shit to my son, who's a fellow Stevie Wonder fan. That's just so funny. Oh my God. I can't. All right, let me get to the reading. I know y'all like, damn, bitch, stop talking. They talk about stuff that we want to hear or need to hear. Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed girl. Oh, look, this card came out for the other reading too. Emotions are running high. They really are. Supermoon energy. All right, let's see. What's on the bottom? I like it. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. I like that a lot. And that's an emotional experience. Again, it's like that energy of like a release, right? It's like when you are letting go of the things that no longer serve, there is still a sense of like, you know, like, but am I gonna miss that? Like, and you might a little bit at first until you realize it really wasn't for you. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. We saw this for the first week as well. Not like in the official spread, but we did see it. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Wow. Let's get one more from here. Side note, Allie. The past couple of times I wanted to do like moon phase readings, I cannot for the life of me find the gateway activation deck. And it's pissing me off. I cleaned up the whole space. I can't find them. And I'm like, where will they be? Because I put everything in the same fucking places. So I'm like, Where are they? It's creeping me out. I'm like, did they literally grow like legs and walk out the door? Like, what's going on? That's like one of my favorite decks, especially when I do these kind of readings. I always follow these up with that. I can't find them, and it's making me mad because like, fuck. The first time, aka the last time, I couldn't find them for this type of readings. I do it like I have a system. Like I do something a certain way, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I always read these type of readings a certain, not the pick an emoji ones, but like just in general, like the moon stuff. So like moon phases. I always follow up the moonology deck with that. It's a little bit of ADHD. I just do things a certain way. So it's like, and I said before, I was like, maybe this is about me stepping out of my comfort zone. Maybe that's what you guys are doing. But the fact that I still can't find them is pissing me off because I'm like, I love that deck and I want to use them. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that's what I was saying. That's so weird. I don't understand. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I also have my dowsing rods. Maybe my dowsing rods can help me find it. So strange though. Hi Cheryl, how are you? All right, so we have work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio is here. Yeah, maybe I'll use my dowsing rods later. Maybe you can help me find them. Cause that's weird. I still haven't found it. And like I said, I cleared my space and everything, and they're still not like I still can't find them. So strange. Um, you have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini here on the bottom, and top. Yeah, your commitment is being tested. They're like, you have the answers. It's all within you. It's giving definitely like high priestess type shit. Akashic records. Ren, did you do something? Right? So maybe she like knocked it under the couch or something. That's why I haven't found them or something. Did you do it, Ren? And a fiery climax approaches is here again. It could be something like that. It's so weird that has happened to me before. It's like I'm like I know I looked in this spot and all of a sudden it's just there. So weird. Ask your daughter. That's so funny. All right, guys. So yes, the oracle deck that I wanted to start off for you guys with, aside from the moonology deck, of course. We also have the energy oracle. So hopefully the moonology part is resonating and making sense. Definitely just something near and dear to you. This energy of, doing what you love and loving what you do, big factors, and understanding, yeah, you know, we have to separate ourselves from things sometimes, even if we really love it and care about it, whether it's a habit or a person, a situation, work, whatever. And, you know, easier said than done. It's one of those things. There are a lot of emotions attached to it, but they're letting you know you got your back. So don't let your fears be the thing that holds you back from removing yourself from it, is what I'm kind of getting. Hey, Damon, what's up? Let's go. What's up? Yeah, see, look, when I split the deck, we have Angel of Love. Yeah, it's very heartfelt, right? And we also have the garden and the gate. But look at that. Like, you have that key there right around your neck, just hanging there. And it's like, you just want to be happy. You guys are like, I'm tired of just like being in. I heard struggle love. I wasn't picking up on like love too much in this reading initially, but for somebody it could be something like that. It's like it could be struggle love. It's like I felt like heavy, like you know, knowing that something just brings you down, something that you do truly love, but it's like, but does it meet you where you are? Does it meet you halfway? Is what I'm getting. Like, does it bring the same way, the energy that you're bringing into the circumstance or that person or whatever? Like, does it meet you in the middle? Does it? That's a important question to ask yourself. So definitely in the shadow work. There's like another reading too. Like, ask yourself, like, I know that I'm ready to do X, Y, and Z, but does this provide that for me? Whether it's because if it's a romantic partner, you know, are they meeting me where I'm at? Like, are they loving up on me the way I love up on them? Because you could love somebody till you're blue. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing if they're not doing the same fucking thing for you. Whew. Damn. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep rolling with it. We're gonna get maybe 2 from here. We're gonna keep rocking with it. I do hope that this message is resonating so far, and those of you who already watched the reading that you were resonating with, aka at this point in the game, only the cancer, or sorry, the the crab emoji. If that resonated with you and you watched it, let me know in the comments. Let me know with your reactions. Hit that like button and subscribe. I would love to be at the 700 mark tonight for subscribers. That would be pretty cool. All right, so bottom of the deck we have 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That's all about throat chakra energy. Yeah, all tied up. I'm kind of getting like things that you haven't said yet, or you might have said it recently, maybe, kept you bound into a situation in which you were not supposed to be in. Angel of balance. You had to figure out how to balance that out. Girl, you also just started, really being active on here. And I'm super proud of you. I've been doing this for like 5 years. No, 5 years is an exaggeration. I think it's 4. But the point of the matter is, you are doing pretty good. It took me a while to get to where you are in terms of even being able to go live. I can go live even if I wanted to. At first I was scared anyway, so I wasn't gonna do it. But like when I finally was able to, I was just like, I waited a long time before I actually finally did it. It's like, yep, nope. I have the capability at that time because they had changed the rules apparently. But like when they changed it or whatever, even like beforehand, like I wasn't ready. So you're so bold and brave to be able, bold and brave. That's what fell on the floor. Angel of Strength. As the first card out. Yeah, her brazen too. Unapologetic. Like fuck that. You are who you are, man. Yeah, I'm trying to be like my girls, man. Like you're on here all the time. You're on all the things all the time. All of our girls, like they're all doing these things, and I'm just like, I gotta step up. I gotta be here. I'm trying. So I think on average per week, I'm going on like 3 to 4 times, and that's still, I think for me, for now, like I want to do a little bit more, but like I think for now, I think I'm doing okay. Oh, did you? Oh, see, yeah, we definitely got to talk, girl. Because I didn't know you did that. Because you were just, like, doing, like, the lives on TikTok and stuff. Wow, okay. So this is going to be, like, mostly your platform now. See, yeah, we got to talk, girl. Guys, speaking of which, check out my girl, the Phoenix Priestess, please. She is amazing. This is my soulmate. This is somebody who I started to connect with when I first started doing tarot and stuff like that. And she's helped, she's definitely like a motivating factor. You know what I mean? Like she's great at what she does, man. And she will kick your ass energetically / spiritually. She will tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. So if that's same girl, same. If that's what you need right now, what you want, what you need. Like if that's what you need in your life, which I know most of us do, even if we don't want to admit it, that's the type of reader that you need. And channeler. She's got so many gifts. Like she doesn't just read cards. Like she's a medium. She's a whole bunch of. I mean, I just heard I'm every woman. It's all in me. That's my girl though. So on the bottom of the deck, guys, we have door to romance. So for some of you guys, this could be love related. maybe just putting yourself out there again when it comes to love, right? Or maybe a lot of this came from, you know, an issue that involved love. Because I'm getting, oh, yep, that's exactly it. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmations. I was like, I don't know where this is going just yet. On the top of the deck, we have broken heart. So this is somebody who you might have, I don't know why I just heard Britney Spears. From the bottom of my broken heart. Some of you guys might be like millennials. You thought maybe somebody, oh, and especially remember we were talking about like that key and all that stuff. Like, you know, maybe you thought somebody like had the key to your heart, or they pretended that they did. I'm getting gaslighting and love bombing. Maybe they presented themselves in one way and they were not that. Yeah, ooh, child. That's exactly what it was. Fourth chakra archangel Raphael is here. Yeah, this is somebody who played and tugged on your heartstrings, and it took you some time. It took some strength to get out of this because it's like, you know, you thought this was something. You thought this was gonna go somewhere with this person. So this is kind of like giving a love reading a little bit. But the ending of one, if that makes any sense. More of a breakup reading, if that makes any sense. Let's get 1 to 2 more from here, Spirit. I'm getting the energy of 2 from here. Let's do that. 2 more from here. Alrighty, right. You look so cute. Where are my cards? My girl said that you might have done something with them. We have third chakra archangel Camiel here, which is the solar plexus, which makes a lot of sense with that angel of strength card, right? That's definitely giving like Leo vibes. Somebody might have a lot of Leo in their chart somewhere. Or you're just feeling really fired up, right? Working on your confidence and stuff, and your strength, your courage. Yeah, after ending a contract. That's what I'm getting. You know, I'm getting like a karmic contract, a karmic tie type of thing. And the thing is, it's like, you know, now you're about to welcome. You're about to walk into your dharma with this blossoming abundance. I can dig it. So, you know, that phase is over, right? Null and void is what I just heard. Yeah, storm warning is here in the middle. You know, it's giving like tower moment kind of vibe. One more from your spirit. Yeah, everything had to kind of fall apart and crumble. But the thing is, this is an opportunity to take all those things that, you know, fell apart, all those broken pieces, and put them together in a structure that is stronger, a stronger foundation. If you, for instance, if you're resonating with this being about love, um, I'm getting, you know, it was already built on a weak foundation already. There could have been like red flags and stuff that you were acting like you didn't see them and stuff like that. And trust me, I know how that goes. Been there many times. So it's like it could be something like that, like red flags from the jump, and you're just like, oh no, it's fine. No, it's okay. I didn't see that. No, it's fine. No, it's green flags. It's perfectly okay. And it's like, no, it's not. You know, like, motherfucker, you're not a fucking ice skating rink. You might have let shit slide. You know, I'm here, slide. Slide. Why don't you slide? It's like, no. All fucking done. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking letting shit slide constantly. Like, bitch, you're not a fucking ice skating rink. No more. Or shit, that too, the electric goddamn slide. We could do that too. That's about a vibrator. We might be better off with one of those sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, shit. When they acting like this, better off with a goddamn vibrator. Get yourself off. Was sex even good? Ask yourself that question. Was it that good? I mean, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? You gotta feel it. It's electric. Boogie woogie oogie. Did they make you feel electricity? Rose could have handled it better. Just saying. Fuck out of here. Oh man, Spirit, you guys are funny. Let's see what y'all doing here. A little comedic relief. You've gotta feel it. It's electric. Boogie woogie oogie. Yeah, as my girl just said, no, his wallet did. Look, you about to step into this. Woman holding, well, you know what's funny? It says woman holding a heart, but I was picking up on woman holding a coin. It's just the way she's holding it. Like, yeah, she's holding a heart. So this is definitely like, you know, that heart energy, love and all that. But look, See, that's why I'm feeling it. Look, 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 look. I'm feeling that because look what's under there. Cornucopia. Like, I done put in all this fucking effort. I better get something out of this. Off with his head for painting the roses red. We got second chakra, Archangel Ariel here, which is the sacral chakra. Middle, we have Angel of Balance. Those scales are gonna fucking balance. You fucked with my heart? Oh, I'm coming for them fucking pockets, nigga. That's what I'm getting. And if it's not like figuratively speaking, like, money, it could just be like, oh man, you fucked with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. And I don't have to do it actually. It's gonna be energetic. Like my spirit guides and shit, the Most High, they're all watching this shit. They're all watching. They're all watching. So guess what? I feel drawn to one more spirit. Yeah, they're like, nah, there's more. But no, like energetically, what I'm feeling is like, it's your dharma. It's like you put yourself out there for people who were shitting on you in different ways, and they're about to get their karma while you're gonna receive your cornucopia, your dharma and all that. There we go, spirit. And I knew I was feeling it. I'm feeling it. Fill the glass to the top of my way. That's the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, put your L in the sky. Somebody might want to smoke a fat one tonight thinking about that shit. I'm feeling it. Shit. Victory, baby. Victory. And I told you I was feeling like that. Because, like, even though the woman holding the heart came out, or a heart, whatever, I was picking up on a woman holding a coin, and she ended up showing up. Yeah, and this has to do with a caring connection. Fuck out of here. And listen, what China say? That's right, girl. You can't, man. It's giving self-preservation vibes. Like, you can't keep on, again, you cannot freaking let people be sliding all over you like a goddamn. This ain't no fucking Diddy party with fucking baby oil and shit sliding all across me and shit. No, this is, I'm putting my foot down, and I gotta, stay on a motherfucking business, and this fucking floor better not be slippery, because I got on some fucking Jimmy Choo fucking 6-inch fucking stilettos, bitch. And I'll kick you in your goddamn throat if you fuck with me. It's giving me that. Like, I'm getting people who ain't playing goddamn games. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. No, she didn't. My girl, she always gotta take it somewhere, man. Yo, Allie, you crazy. She said my name is Allie, not Cassie. Yo, my bitch. Yo, Allie, you crazy for that one. Oh, man. That was a good one, though. My girl said my name is Allie, not Cassie. Yo, I'm fucking done. Yep. But yeah, I just heard, what's her name? Doja Cat. Play with my pussy, don't play with my emotions. First chakra. Archangel, Raphael here. Heart chakra again. Yeah. Play with my pussy, don't play with my emotions. Like, like, no, we're not doing that. Like, because quite frankly, I could do both by my goddamn self. I could do bad all by my goddamn self. Why do I need a nigga or a bitch to do it for me? That's what I'm getting. Like, fuck out of here. It's funny how, like, it's like taking a turn for, like, this goes to show, like, my people, when y'all be tapping in, y'all said it. Y'all was like, okay, I resonate with this one. I'm like, oh shit, I already feel where this is about to go. Oh man, this is wild. This is so wild. All right, so let's get very similar reading to the last one we did, which will be a 3-card spread. Ooh, I saw the world. Yeah, the world is here as I'm shuffling. All right, Spirit. Let's get a little 3-card spread for my road dogs over here who picked the full moon emoji. And then after we pull these 3 cards, we're gonna pull a card for you guys from the Sacred Light, just to kind of, give that extra guidance and stuff like that, little motivation, keep y'all, you know. I just heard keep the heads rolling, ring ding dong, ring ding 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 dong, keep the heads rolling, ding dong. Dr. Dre. Some of you guys might like West Coast rap. Let me know if that resonates. The Hanged One or Hanged Man here on the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. Somebody might try to come in with some communication. Well, thank you. You moved on. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you moved on from this already. Yeah, you let go. You released it already. Like, thank you. Next. Some of you guys might like Ariana Grande. Let me know in the comments. All right, let's get that little 3-card spread going for y'all. All right. So for the recent past, we have the Queen of Cups, which makes a lot of sense because we also got the woman holding a heart a moment ago, right? So that makes a lot of sense coming out like that. And this is a time of high emotions, right? Oof. You might have dealt with somebody who was either an Aries or had Aries in their chart, or they could have just been somebody who was very domineering and controlling, possibly. Very big time mismatch, right? You got a Queen of Cups, somebody who's loving, caring, generous, and just so empathic and, loves to be there for everybody. This motherfucker, complete opposite. He's an asshole sometimes. Just saying. Not trying to knock anybody who's an Aries, but we're talking about the archetype of the Emperor. I want nobody to be like, we got against Aries. My son's an Aries. He's an asshole, but he is an Aries, and I love him. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? This person, on top of all that, they were possibly very childish. You might even have a kid with them. I hope not, but for some of you, might. We have Page of Cups here in the top of the deck. So it's either maybe you had a kid with this person. I'm also getting that they might have wanted to offer you an apology, like, or some type of very, very small token of appreciation or love. That's what I'm picking up on. Like I said, like an apology or something I'm picking up on too. That they were like very childlike. Oh, girl. Are you okay? You're a Cancer. Oh, God. You got 2 Aries stars. Oh, gosh. That's just lordy. that has to be so rough for you. See, at least me and my son, we were both fire signs, and we butt heads, but like that is like complete like opposite energies there. You got somebody who's emotional and empathic and stuff, and you got the freaking Aries who's just fuck everything and fuck everyone if it's not on my terms kind of thing. That is not a good feeling. 6 of Cups is here, so definitely a past person. Yeah, they might be reminiscing about you. Gonna reminisce over you, my God. I still beat them up when they get sassy with me. You, as you should. Shit, don't let them freaking. We ain't playing those games around you. What's the current energy spirit for those who picked the new emoji? Alright, got a few that flipped out. Am I gonna take all of them? Is the question. Yes, I will take them because they definitely align with everything that's been coming out so far. Okay, yep, we're gonna take them. We're gonna rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. They gonna be coming in, troweling on in, possibly having some fire in their chart somewhere, hot in the pants type energy. Even if they don't have any fire in their chart, that's what I'm getting. They're trying to come in charging fast. And, the thing is, this is coming after a Tower moment. Everything had to fall apart to come back together, right? Abrupt endings, upheaval. But this was all necessary change. It had to happen like this. And now, you, showing up as a Queen of Swords, some of you guys might have heavy air in your chart. Had to be like, fuck you, motherfucker. Where it's just what's happening. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. That wheel is turning in your favor because of the fact that you've used your discernment, right? By cutting people off. You're not acting in, look, you're making head over head, head over head, head over. Maybe somebody needs some head, question mark. I'm getting that. Spirit, you guys are, y'all being naughty on this reading. What's going on here? Yes, so I am getting that. Hi Alicia, how you doing, my love? So I know you like walked in at y'all came walked in like, wait, what is happening exactly? I'm like, I'm just saying somebody might need, why would I say head over head? Like somebody's like, wait a minute. Maybe a 69 or something. You know, hey, isn't that the sign of the Cancer? I'm just saying, 69. Maybe y'all used to like doing this. For those of you who end up resonating with this reading, I'm just saying. But yes, head over heart is what I was trying to say. You used to be stuck in this, you know, very loving, giving fucking energy, and now you're like, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some pimping in it. Like, don't let me show you my pimping, bitch. Like, did you not know who the hell I am? That's what I'm getting. Like, you reintroducing yourself. My name is Ho, fuck with me if you want to. Like, that's what I'm getting. Shit. People be acting crazy like they got it twisted, and I'm getting like, y'all gangsta as hell. Y'all don't, look. And the thing is, y'all could have been a match. Could have been a match. You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, but they was on this type of shit possibly, being all flighty and shit, sowing their wild oats everywhere else and stuff is what I'm kind of getting, and then you had to put your foot down and say fuck that, no more, yeah. You had to start seeing things for what it was with this Page of Swords. And I'm also getting they might be watching you, so just be mindful of that. Yep. And you're showing up as an empress. Again, like, and they showed up as an emperor. So it's like, but the thing is, I'm getting distorted masculine too. Like, I'm not getting that this is somebody who's operating in the same way as you do. You guys are showing up, embodying in a very balanced way all the different queens, right? Because we saw a lot of the queens kind of come up throughout the reading. In fact, in different points in time, I think we saw all of them. Thinking about it. Right? Yeah, we did. We saw all the queens show up at different points in time throughout this reading. They only showed up as the King of Cups and the Emperor. That was it. So it's like, and technically, yes, the Emperor is, supposed to embody all of the kings or whatever. They're supposed to be well balanced, but if they're operating in their lower self, then it's not going to work out like that. So it's like, this is you guys, well balanced. They're not in that same space. What they tend to do is probably play emotional mind games and shit like that, and be controlling and all that. That's not love. That is not love. Watching me and stalking me is not love. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, yeah, no, thank you. What is the likely outcome or incoming energy? I love when you guys interact with each other in the comments. I love to see that because it shows that you guys are connecting with each other, and that's that's the whole purpose of what I do. Like, I want to build a community of people who are dealing with similar things and growing together. That's what I want to see. Ooh, I like that. Ace of Cups, baby. You're pouring into yourself, and you're also going to be able to welcome in new love after you close out that cycle. Ooh, damn. Yes. And they're going to be watching, all sad and shit, being in their emotions and all that shit, because they're going to see your success and victory. 6 of Wands here. They're going to be like, damn, I really fucked this up, didn't I? Sucks for you. Okay, rocks with no shoes on, nigga. So let's get one last message from the tarot. Like either advice or just like a last tidbit that this group needed to know, or needs to know, I should say. She says, shut the front door. Tell us. Last message from the tarot, please. Oh, guys, I know I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. Check out my girl, the Phoenix Priestess. Whoa. How many cards just came out? They all came out challenging. What are they? Whew, okay. I'll take them. It's very fitting. All right. Because we also had saw that Angel Strength card come out earlier. Yeah. So I'll read these cards. So we have the Strength card. You know, that's about your confidence, your courage, right? Diving into like that feeling in the pit of your stomach that gets you fired up to do something and inspires you. The Ten of Wands. The thing is, in order to tap into that energy, you also have to release, you know, these different, you know, burdens, right? Things that have been weighing you down that don't serve. And then we have Page of Swords. And guess what? People are going to be watching. In particular, an ex is going to be watching and lurking and shit like that. Sucks for them. Let them watch that glow up happen as you move forward. Like a badass. Like the badass bitch or nigga that you are. Yes, and there's something to celebrate. Three of Cups. There's something to celebrate here. You're going to be hanging out with your friends more, or maybe partying, having a good time, living life. Yep. While they're in the background doing this bullshit in that moon energy, you know. I am getting kind of also though, like, just kind of follow your intuition with certain things. Like, if I don't know why they're telling me to say this, but if you feel, so I heard the word nefarious. If you're feeling something nefarious about this person and their energy, um, I am getting this energy to just be very cautious. Like, not like they're gonna do anything to you or anything like that. Like, I'm not getting necessarily that, but just, you know, be cautious maybe of like their intentions, because they are watching everything that you do, and it's like, you know, maybe just being mindful of how you are online and stuff like that. Maybe, like, let's say if, you know, they know where you live and where you work and stuff like that, maybe taking different routes to and from work, or changing your routine a little bit to throw them off if they've been watching you, that kind of thing, which is scary because I've been there. Like, I had an ex who, like, when I would, at my old apartment, I used to park in the parking garage, like it was like underground or whatever, and he would like hide around the corner where there was a bunch of trees and bushes and stuff, and I wouldn't see him. I wasn't also paying attention. I'm just like, I'm just going home tired after working on the fucking kids all day. So I'm like, that's I'm going home tired. And he would be, you know, or if I came home from my other job, like on the weekends and stuff, he would be like, oh, did you make it home yet? I'm like, oh, I was just about to text you. Like, yeah, I'm home. But he would be watching, like, to see if I would let him know when I'm home or what I was doing. Like, am I gonna lie and say that I'm doing something else and stuff like that? He was fucking weird. He was crazy, and he broke down my door. So, like, yeah. And that's after we broke up. So, like, I'm just getting something like that. I'm not saying that you guys are in danger. I'm not gonna go that far, but like, just be cautious. Is what I'm getting. All right. So, the last deck I'm gonna read from for you guys is the Sacred Light Oracle. And yeah, let's see what they have to say for you guys. So we have Tibetan fire serpent. It says seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, and authority. Wow, and that number 33 is on there. And we saw that earlier. Golden light ray, love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and passionate projects. Yeah, you guys are just trying to be happy, man. You're just trying to be happy, you know. And again, there's like that passion behind what you're doing now, right? So you're working on yourself, and you know, you're fired up and energetic and happy about it. Don't let nobody come in trying to disturb your peace. Fuck that. No, thank you. Because motherfuckers, they really be trying it, and it's like, no, fuck, I look like. Is what I'm getting, you know. So we're going to pull one last card for you guys, and we're going to move on to our last group, which is the Star Emoji. Oh, it's here again on the bottom. Tibetan Fire Serpent. Seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, and authority. It's also kind of going with that fire energy, like in general, that we were picking up on. I'm definitely picking up on like kind of getting like King of Wands, but I'm getting like a wow, my throat was like really itchy all of a sudden. Sorry. Um, also getting like that Aries energy too a little bit. Oh, I love when this happens. I always say this every time, but I love when like the artwork of the decks come out in the reading. So we have that, and then we have this. Pretty cool. So it says, and this is on the top of the deck. It says Anta Karana. Anta Karana. It says crossing the Rainbow Bridge, resurrection, coming full circle. Some of you guys might like Prince. I think I said that the last time I pulled this card. He has a song called, or sorry, an album called Graffiti Bridge slash soundtrack, because it was a movie. And then like after he passed away, there was a bridge where he's from, and they like kind of renamed it, if I'm not mistaken, Rainbow Bridge. Um, Something like that. I think that's the lore of it. But anywho's, let's see. So yeah, crossing over into a new path, right? Feeling fired up and energetic about it. Universal Merkaba is here, a sacred purpose. You have the answer. We talked about that. That card showed up earlier, about you guys having an answer to something. Lucid dreaming. You might be getting a lot of answers in the form of dreams when it comes to like these things you're seeing, these patterns and stuff like that. Pay attention to that. What does it all mean? Um, yeah, you might benefit from like a sleep journal. Oh, my ear started ringing when I said that. You might benefit from like a sleep journal, tapping into that energy. Let me know if that resonates at all. One more spirit. Yeah, they be watching for some weird ass reasons though. Cause like I had a couple of exes recently come in my job. I'm like, what are you doing? Like weird. Like it'd be one thing if we're like on good terms and we speak and stuff, but like if I haven't seen you in years and we don't speak like that, that's mad strange, bro. Like what are you doing? Like for instance, one of my best friends is an ex. So like him, if he were to show up, it's like, okay, no big deal. Like, we haven't dated in, going on 5 years. It's not a big deal at all. But like when you have a person from say 10, 15 years ago popping up at your job, and they're trying to see if you still work there, and they're like, oh, I'm happy you still work here, I was hoping you do, like that type of shit, that's mad weird, bro. Or if they know your car and they come to your job and they're like, oh, hi. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? Like, it's gonna be funny because I just sold my car. So, like, when that car is still in the parking lot, thinking it's me, and be like, oh, well, that's Michelle's car. No, like, nope, that's my car now. Like, oh, okay, my bad, brother. Yeah, like, no. It's mad weird. Yeah, see, inner oracle. You are the channel, deja vu, self-fulfilling prophecy. The answers all lie within you, my loves. Y'all be knowing shit. I just have to, give yourself the credit you deserve when it comes to what you know. Light seeker, light quest, visionary, mental strength, and resilience. Y'all, y'all some, y'all some bad motherfuckers out here. First off, my whole collective is. All of y'all are in your own different ways, but I love this. And then we talk about this Dharma, the Dharma wheel, karmic lessons, peer pressure, moral codes. Yes, yes, and yes. That Dharma's coming in, baby. That Dharma is coming in. Light activation, evolution of spirit, actioning of plans, and transcendence. Yeah, you're rising up, moving on up to the east side, to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. I'm here. Beans don't burn in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that. Yo, it took y'all a while to get to this point. That's what I'm getting. Y'all done moved up. Shit. And when I say moved up, I'm not talking about this financially and stuff. I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally, all of that. All that shit. Just you deaded anything that was keeping you locked down in a fucked up space. You're like, nope, all that shit gotta go. And I love to see it. That's what I want to see. Like when I do these readings, like I love to see when y'all are like doing the damn thing. When y'all come back and you got your comments like, oh yeah, I got that job, or oh yeah, like I'm working on this, I'm working on that. Like that resonates. Like that's what I do this for. You know, I'm not doing this for shits and giggles. Like I'm doing this for a reason. So I love to see when you guys like are able to interact and be like, yeah, this is my story, and like, yeah, I'm working on this and this and this. Yeah, you guys are fucking awesome, and I'm so grateful for you guys for what y'all do when y'all come to you know, come to support and all of that. You know, you guys are awesome. I love y'all. She said I'm over here dancing while I'm cooking. I love that. I be doing the same thing. Ooh, wait, what? Mason. That's awesome. I love that. Ooh, Lord knows I love me some chicken fajitas. Ooh, anything that's like, I was actually the other, was it yesterday? I was like, damn, I think I want some enchiladas. But I was like, no, bitch, you've been buying way too much takeout. So I was like, you better cook what you have at home. But I didn't want it. I was like, fine, I guess this is what I'm gonna eat today. But I wanted all the things I did not, like all the things that I didn't have at home already. I was like, I want ramen, I want this, I want that, and I can't have anything because I don't have any of it at home right now. So I had to settle for a little bit of chicken, rice, and some mixed veggies. It was good, but I'm like, damn, that's not what I wanted though. All right, my loves. For those of you who picked the I know I'm getting a little bit silly now. For those of you who picked the new moon emoji, I hope that you resonated with your reading and that it was helpful. We had a little bit of fun on that one. I feel like the first one was a little more serious, like, you know, straight to the point kind of thing. And I feel like now now we're about to, you know, close out some stuff with the star one. Hey Cairo, how are you? How you doing? Hope you're well. I did the crab one already. So if you'd like, you can either kind of stick around and hang out with us while we do the last reading, or you can probably scroll back because you can do that on the lives on here. If you'd prefer, you can scroll back. But if you want to chill out with us, I will be doing timestamps at the end, or like once I post it up, and you can always like go and watch it at that time. No worries, whatever way you prefer. No pressure. But if you would like, you can, like I said, you can scroll back, and it's the first reading, and it doesn't have timestamps when you do it during the live. I will say that, but it is the first reading, so you could probably look at like the, you know, the motions and stuff. Like when I start pulling cards, you'll be like, oh, yep, that's where it starts at. So you know, you scroll all the way to the beginning. But yes. So we're going to. I'm trying to think. Should I go pee real quick first? Because it's been an hour and a half. It might be about that time. I had a lot of water today. I had 3 liters of water, which is a lot for me. So if you guys don't mind, I am going to, when I come back, I'll clear the energy and everything, and we're going to get started on that last reading. All right, so give me a moment, guys. I'll be back in like 2 minutes tops. Hey guys, thank you guys for waiting for me to go to the bathroom. I was like holding, I was like doing a little squirming dance. I was like, okay, I gotta pee. So I'm sorry about that. But so before we get started for the last reading, which is those of you who end up picking the, let me turn on this light. Sorry, getting a little dark now, and I'm black as hell, so y'all ain't gonna be able to see me if it gets too much darker. So, um, yes, I'm going to clear the energy with the bell. And we're gonna start this one at 136. All right, friends, my loves. Let's get started on the very last reading, which is again those of you who ended up picking the star. Um, yeah, let's get on a roll here. All right, so I already cleared the energy just now, and we're going to start as we did with all the other readings. We're going to start with the Moonology deck, and then we'll pull like a couple from there. I have some pre-selected decks, and we're going to just kind of keep the ball rolling. All right, so let's split the deck for this for you guys. All right. So we have don't let go. Sorry, don't let your past hold you back. South Node. South Node energy. Interesting. And the answers you need are coming. Full Moon and Gemini. But this South Node part is really resonating with me for you guys who end up picking this particular emoji. Your South Node is about like your karmic lessons and things like that. Is what I'm getting. And maybe you're learning something about your karmic lessons, like the things that you had to learn. And it's ironic because lately I've been wanting to do a karmic lesson reading. Maybe that's a little inkling to me to do that. So maybe you have to pick an emoji. We shall see. But I am getting something like that. But let's see what's going on. And you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, Alicia. And blessings, you're hilarious. I love this little tribe we've got going. You guys are so awesome. Ooh, my brother's popping popcorn. I can smell it. It smells so good. Question: who likes pickles? Here in here in the chat, who likes pickles? No, it's a random question, but I've been craving pickles. No, I'm not pregnant. I've just been craving pickles, and like I ate almost a whole jar the other day. They were so good, and now I want more. I'm just like, oh my god, what's happening right now? I don't want pickles so bad. Let's see. All right, bottom of the deck, starting out for you guys who picked the star emoji. We have luck is on your side, new moon and Sagittarius. I love pickles, they're so good. And then I drink some of the pickle juice too. Like it's one of those like I have to have my own jar because like if unless you want because I'm gonna drink from it like like I saw my grandmother do it when I was a kid. I'm like, ew. And then I tried it. I was like, oh, this is fucking delicious. But yeah, oh man. Ooh, sweet and spicy. Maybe I have to try those. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Well, there's different ones, of course. But like they have like the wicked ones. You ever had the wicked pickles? Ooh, those are good. Because that's like the sweet and spicy ones. Those are good. And then they have like chili peppers like in there. And one time I did it for my son. I was like, Mike, he dared me to eat one of the peppers out of it. He was like, don't do it, Mom, don't do it. I'm like, dare me? That was not a bad idea. I did it anyway. He was like, that's not a good idea. Oh my god, my eyes were tearing. Um, have a good night, Alicia. Had so much fun with you. I'm so happy that you were able to tap in. Appreciate you. And I'm so happy you're like, thank you, blessings, for bringing her here, because I feel like she's a blessing too. She's a great person. I can feel it. Like, I feel it wholeheartedly that she's going to be such a great part of what we have going on here. And I love that. So thank you so much. Anybody who has like friends and stuff who, might resonate with these readings and stuff, like, tell them to pop on in too. Your commitment is being tested is here. Very similar to the last reading we did. I just like pickles in general. I like the sour ones, I like the sweet ones, I like the spicy ones. I just like pickles. They're so good. I have like, I think my favorite kind are like the chips, but I like the spears too. It's also like cost efficient too, right? Because like they last a little bit longer. Does that make sense? Because pickles aren't cheap, Maybe one day I'll make my own. We'll see. Anyway, enough about pickles. Time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Virgo. Interesting. Where are we going with this? Maybe. I think I kind of get it. I think it's about your effort. How much effort are you putting in when it comes to what it is that you desire, what you want? Because it's important to be able to meet in the middle, right? You can't expect for things to just fall on your lap. I think that, just because, oh yeah, I'm a good person, I'm this, I'm not, like, okay, yeah, well, I was hard. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's confirmation. I think Spirit is trying to say that if you sometimes struggle with the idea of like, okay, well, I feel like I do all these great things. I'm such a great person. Why aren't these things happening for me? Everything's just happening to me. And it's like, okay, but you also have to kind of, really show your commitment to what it is that you want. Not just being a good person and things. I don't know why I keep hearing good person. Maybe you're one of those people. I've done this before. Maybe you're one of those people who, if you're resonating with this so far, you may be one of those people who have done the whole like, when you do like pray and stuff, like, I'm a good person. Like, can I please receive something? And it's like, but what are your intentions really? Interesting. Check your intentions is what I'm getting. Don't do things because you want something in return. Do things because it's the right thing to do. That's very interesting. Very different than the other readings, huh? Wow. Okay, we're gonna rock with it. That's what I picked up on so far. It's like it's giving like your spirit guides and stuff, God, the Most High, whatever you believe in, your ancestors, all that. Like they want to be there for you. They want to help you on your path, but at the same time, you can't think that like you could be passive. That's the word I'm getting now. Passive. You can't be passive. Like you have to actually like put in that effort, and they meet you where you are. They meet you halfway. I just heard the Black Eyed Peas. If you meet me halfway, right at the borderline is where I'm gonna wait for you. I'll be thinking about you night and day. Drove my heart to the limit, and this is where I stay. There's definitely some like fist pumpers. There's a millennial or something in this. If you're not here currently, you're gonna watch later. It's definitely giving like that era, like like being on the dance floor, strobe lights and all that. Like I could see it because like I used to do that. I could feel it. Interesting. Very interesting. Very different too than the other two readings. I feel like the other two readings like almost like overlapped a little bit. The second was more about like love though. The other one was more like career, but there was definitely an overlap. This one, I'm not sure yet. I'll be honest with y'all. Alright, so let's get a couple from here. Damn, that popcorn smells good, John. And I'm hungry too. Shit. Alright, what we got here? This card came out reversed. What is this? It is, this is why I wear my glasses. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Now this technically came out in the reverse. So, you guys aren't feeling confident. You're not feeling confident. And it's like maybe that makes it harder for you to put the effort out there, which also makes it harder for you to receive what it is that you want or expect. Does that make any sense? We have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse here on the bottom. I know that's like a little bit of a convoluted message, but you know, hear me out. Hope it makes sense. Emotions are running high. Each of the groups received this card at some point or another. Middle of the deck we have, yeah, the answers that you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Very, very interesting. So it's definitely giving like something about confidence. I'm getting like being confident within yourself when it comes to just letting spirit kind of help you. Very different from different than the other readings. Very different. Meet them halfway. They want to help you, but you can't get help if you're not meeting them where they're trying to meet you. It's very interesting. Ren, what are you doing? Being nosy. Get out the window. It's just like pulling the curtain down. Mad nosy, bro. She's like, well, I am your daughter. I'm like, okay, but I'm discreet about it. You're not. You just be like... Alright, we have nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon is here. Yeah. Wishy-washy is what I heard. Quicksand. Wishy-washy and quicksand. Like there's no stable foundation. And a lot of this has to do with the confidence, and the other part of it has to do with the fact that you're not allowing for the Most High to meet you halfway. Very interesting. You're very close to achieving your goal. Give this moon here on the bottom. Yeah, see, again, South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. There's maybe something that kept you, ooh, why do I feel slightly emotional? Let's not do that, Spirit. Is that why y'all did it like that? They're good for that. Like, I'll be laughing and shit one minute and then crying the next on these damn readings. Let's not do that. Like, I feel sad a little bit now. Like, defeated. That's what I'm picking up. Like, maybe you feel defeated. I heard lost. I heard abandoned. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. They want to help you. But you have to be willing to accept the help. Oof. I'm getting it. Those of you who might resonate with this particular reading, you might resonate with the reading from last night. That whole reading was about guidance and stuff from the Most High. So, one more from here. This is the only time that I felt guided to read a third card. The other ones I did too. Yeah, nothing will ever come of this situation void of course moon. That's why I'm feeling like this. You feel empty. Possibly. You're feeling empty. Alone and empty, aloof. I'm getting somebody who might be going through depression. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Again. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon here on the top. Wow. Very different energy than the other two readings. My goodness. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Maybe some of you guys are going through this after like a love situation. But I will say this, guys. Even if I heard Love on the Brain by Rihanna just now, like, I will say this. Like, you can't let, what's the word I'm looking for? Misfortunes. Let's go with misfortunes. Misfortunes when it comes to love be the thing that dictates your life. You just can't. You have to pick up the pieces, keep on rolling with the punches. Like, life is life. You gotta keep on doing what you gotta do. Like, it's not, I'm not saying don't feel your emotions, because you should, but at the same time, don't let them dictate everything. I have been that person where I have been so consumed by love in a person and all that, to the point where like I was depressed and like wanted to hurt myself for a person. What? That's ridiculous. Are you serious? And I'm not judging anybody who might be experiencing that. I'm using this as an example because I want you guys to understand. Like, I feel for you. Like, I understand if this is resonating. There's something about possible love and romance where it was a tough cycle, and it's like maybe a karmic, relationship and stuff. And those shits are hard, man. Those tie. I literally just was on like one of the groups that I'm in, like, and I always post anonymously because people are weird and stuff on there, like on Facebook, and a group that I'm in, and it, like, they were talking, it's like for spiritual people, and like the question was like, oh, what is your idea or definition of a soul tie? And everybody had different, for the most part, almost everybody had different, maybe that's what this is about, a soul tie. Almost everybody had different ideologies of what they felt a soul tie is and what it encompasses. And I'm kind of getting something about that possibly. And it's like, that strong ass tie that you feel like you can't break, you can't sever it. If you're resonating with that idea, this is possibly your message, because all of a sudden I got like sad, and it's like, don't let nobody take you out of your character. Don't let anybody bring you down that much. You know what I mean? Like, you could love somebody all you want, but don't let them take you out of your character and who you really, really, truly are. Yeah. Because all that loyalty and shit, half the goddamn time, these people ain't even worth it. Sitting there being loyal to people who ain't loyal to you, like, for what? Mm. This one's gonna be a little bit heavier, I feel like. I thought that about the second reading, but that one was actually like funny a little bit. Yeah, spirit is letting you know. Message in the bottle here. Mm. That loyal heart, it only gets you so far. You gotta take that knowledge. I think the fact that it's cute little owls, right? You gotta be knowledgeable about how to be loyal to other people. Is what I'm getting. You can't sit there and just be loyal to every single person, because not everybody's worthy of that. Not if you're hurting yourself in the process, or overextending and expending too much energy. Like, no, not everybody's worth that. Oof. Yeah, this reading is very different. A couple more shuffles. Yeah, I got kicked out of my own reading for a second. Hopefully I'm back. Yeah, some of you guys might have been doing things a certain way, or my way. Like, you might have been doing things like, by the book, the way that other people told you to do it. Maybe even in terms of love, like, a person is like, oh, you gotta do things this way, or like, it's gonna, like, it's my way or the highway, is what I just heard. Like, and this was a part of the lesson, like, yeah, no. We have to meet each other in the middle. If you're not able to meet where I'm at, then yeah, I have to clean it up. I have to let go. I can't stay in a situation where somebody's not meeting me where I'm at. Fuck that. And you understood this. You learned it. And did it take some time? Possibly for some, right? There could have been some hidden motivations and things like that, even on your end. You know, if there's like a sense of, you know, a fear of abandonment and things like that, it's like these are things that you had to work on too, right? To get to this point. All right, so let's get a couple of messages from this deck here. Very different than the first two. I'm going to tell you that right now. As I asked for 2 cards, they gave me 2. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So we have 2 cards that came out. They did come out in the reverse, though. Go the distance. You guys feel stuck. You're feeling stuck. You don't feel like you can go on anymore. But the thing is, it's like that clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. You know, time's up. You can't stay in these situations anymore. You're realizing that. You know? I'm kind of getting like, with that, like, I'm getting like time's up type of energy. It's like, there's going to be that, if it hasn't happened already, it's going to be like this thing that's going to take place where it's going to just, I heard the word explode. Everything's just gonna kind of explode everywhere. It's gonna be the thing that's gonna be like, yeah, fuck this. Like, I'm hearing it really strong. Yeah, message in a bottle is here again. Like, fuck this. I'm way too blessed to be fucking stressed, is what I'm getting. Like, no. Fuck that. Why do I have to keep asking why when I have the answers already within me? Why am I gonna stay in a situation like that? That's fucking stupid, is what I'm getting. One more from here, Spirit. Whew. Very different energy than the other 2 readings. I'm telling you. I feel like the other 2 readings, like, overlapped. This one is very different. I'm not saying that they might not cross over into each other, but, like, this one just feels a little bit more, like, almost, like, deep. You know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely trying to get into your milk and honey, baby. Just trying to be happy. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige. Be happy. All I really want is to be happy and to find a love that's mine. It would be so sweet. It's like, if you ever heard, like, actually heard the lyrics to that song, not like just singing it like a club track, like do 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 do, you know what I mean? Like, not just dancing to it and grooving to it, like literally listen. Like, me as an empath, even when I was a kid, what album, what year did that album come out? I think 94, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 94. It might have been 93. I think it was 94 though. I really feel like it was 94. That's correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like the My Life album came out in like 94. And no later than 95. But I feel like it was 94. Point being, even as a kid, when I would listen to that album, like, by myself, I would cry. I was a kid. I was little. You know, I was like, how old was I at that time? I was like, if it came out the year I'm saying, I was like 10, not even 10 years old. But me as an empath, I used to cry on stuff when I was 2 years old. You know what I mean? Like, songs like, you know, Man in the Mirror, I used to cry on that. I was 2. Like, it's mad weird, bro. But, you know, we are the world, we are the children. You know, a baby listening to that and crying. Yeah. Somebody's an empath in this community. I might resonate with that. Music being very, very significant, and crying to music. Like, listening to the real meanings of a song. I also heard the word nostalgia. There could just be songs that are so nostalgic that they make you cry. Getting that too. Let me know in the comments if that resonates. But anyway, so what I'm getting is, it's like, you just want to be happy. Yeah. You're trying to be, you know, flexible throughout the process of all this learning and everything, but at the same time, it's like, you're growing, right? You're rebuilding yourself. It's giving, like, you know, the phoenix in a way. So different. And I think the big thing that you're learning is just this energy of, like, people are not feeding into you the way that you feed into them, then why are you doing it? People are taking from you. Like I all of a sudden I feel, I mean, granted I've been on here for a bit, but like this is a different zapped energy. This is while I'm reading like this particular reading. Like all of a sudden I feel so zapped. I just feel like my mouth feels dry and like my head is starting to hurt a little bit. Like I'm getting like you guys, those who end up resonating with this particular reading, it's giving just sulking in a corner and just feeling like enough is enough. It's like it's just too much. That's not right, and it's bothering me a lot. Like as I'm reading these cards, one more from here, spirit. Like as I'm reading these cards, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like nobody should feel like this. Nobody should feel like this. But you're seeing it now. You're figuring it out. Yes, your Treasure Island. Like the Most High is guiding you throughout this process. Like they're trying to show you the way. They're like, you need to be happier. We want to guide you. Like even with this milk and honey card, like there's a rainbow here, right? They're guiding. You know, after those storms, right? After those storms comes that rainbow. Yeah, but you have to also recognize that, you know, certain things have been depleting you, making you feel empty, and nothing's going to come over those certain circumstances and situations. It's not fair to you. It's not fair. I see why they saved this one for last, because I feel sad. Yeah. Yeah. The devil. When I split the deck. The devil. And the Ace of Pentacles. It's like there are so many blessings that are about to come towards you, but at the same time, there are things that have been keeping you so heavy and bound and just sucking all of your energy. Like I'm getting like energy vampire vibes, like situations and people, especially people who have just been like feeding off of you. It's not fair, especially because I'm picking up on people who are really lighthearted, fun, beautiful individuals. And I'm not just saying that like blowing smoke. This is what I feel like. I feel like you might have been like in the past very upbeat, fun, and all of a sudden like people are even seeing it around you. Like, oh man, I want to get this reading done. Like I'm not trying to rush the reading, but like I feel it, and it's taking away from me now. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that energy that I'm picking up on right now. And I'm sorry that you guys are feeling like this, because you know your guys are like, no, you deserve to be happy, and you know, oof. The Strength card is here on the bottom. I'm gonna do it a little different. Usually I have to like take a break, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take the camera off of me though. Right, it takes strength to recognize when you need to move forward. It takes strength. Yeah. Four of Pentacles on the top of the deck. when you need to let go. You can't hold on to this anymore. Anything that's been, you know, something that you're not happy with, and you know you're not happy. You have the Four of Cups here in the middle of the deck. You're not happy. And again, it takes a sense of strength and courage to be able to move past the things that you're not happy with anymore. And acknowledging that. I'm sorry I can't be on camera right now because I'm looking a mess and I'm crying and I don't want to do that on camera. Been there too many times. But I'm still here. What we got? We have the all right, I think I'm okay enough to read with the camera back on. Let me just get myself together a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm okay. So the first card that came out for the tarot is the King of Swords, and it came out in the reverse. That is about a lack of mental confusion. I mean, sorry, a lack of mental. I heard the word cohesion, but like just feeling out of sorts. You might be feeling like that, having a hard time with decision making and things like that. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Swords. It could be because of other people's actions and things like that. With moving funny, you know what I mean? But I'm also getting a little bit of self-deception too, self-delusion. You know, when we're not fully there ourselves mentally, it could cause us to make some not so great decisions. I'm also picking up on somebody who could just play a lot of manipulative mind games. I'm picking up on that as well. Take the messages as they resonate, of course. Two of Cups is on the top of the deck, so you know, take the messages as they resonate. Middle of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. You've just been trying to, you know, her hammering away. You're hammering away at something that's already dead. Or you already did this. This is what I'm picking up on. Somebody who just plays a lot of games. And again, maybe you even feeling a sense of lack of clarity when it comes to what to do. Yeah, Spirit is funny because like I you know, it was like a build up, right? We started off like, okay, yeah, this is like kind of heavy energy. This is, you know, it's pretty serious, blah blah blah. The second one was like a little more humorous, and then now here we are crying and shit. So Spirit did that on purpose because if it were the other way around, I don't think I would have made it through the whole thing. Excuse me. All right, what is the current energy, Spirit? And I thank you guys for bearing with me. I know, whoa. You should be all the cards because I feel like I'm gonna put them back in here just because I don't know the way that they were supposed to come out. They did. Well, all right. I will tell you guys the cards that came up. I'm gonna put them back in the deck. Five of Wands, the Strength, and the Three of Pentacles. It could have been like a third party competition type of thing. You found the strength and remove yourself from it? Question mark. But I'm not sure. So I'm gonna put those. To be fair, I'm gonna put them back into the deck and then see what comes out for the current energy. But yeah. Nonetheless, yeah, Spirit's funny like that though. Because one thing about this channel, if you've been here, you've been here. You've cried. We've cried together. Um, yeah. Thank you, China. And like when I do that, like it's not like I'm just making it up. I'm not acting. Like this is like legit. I've had to like end readings on more than one occasion where I was like hyperventilating, and my girl Ati reaches out to me, or Allie reaches out, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not fucking okay." It happens. As an empath, like sometimes like I tap into the energy so strong, and don't let it be like channeled messages from like passed on people. Oh gosh, like I wouldn't consider myself a medium. I wouldn't go that far, but like I think that mediumship is one of the next things that I'm gonna be working on, and whew, I don't think my spirit guys think I'm ready for that just yet. I think they started to try to get me on that path, and I was like, nope. like stuff was happening in my house. I was like, I'm not ready for that. Please don't do that. And then they stopped doing that stuff. So I think I kind of screwed that up on my own because I wasn't ready yet, or I felt like I wasn't ready. I think, now they're like, yeah, we're not gonna do that with her right now. We have, has the current energy, the death card came out. Yep, we have the death card that came out. Oh, I'll reach out to blessings. I'll reach out to Veronica, and yeah, I would love to have each other's phone numbers because like I always say, like, man, she is a part of the group, man. She's a part of the group, and so grateful and thankful for you, my love. Love you so much, so dearly. So yeah, we have the death card here. That's about, major transformations and, big time endings. But the thing is, it's about that rebirth, right? This is all this stuff, and maybe that's why, like, I was like doing that, like, purging of the crying all of a sudden, like, so random. I'm like, where is this coming from? I got super sad. But the thing is like, once you start to allow yourself to release, let this stuff go, and listen, what comes in? New opportunities with this Page of Pentacles here on the bottom. What's on the top? Get those emotions balanced. Don't look like me on this camera right now. King of Cups. Yeah. Get those emotions and thoughts and all that balanced out. Yeah. Ooh, King of Wands too. Confident in yourself. I am getting for somebody. This is not gonna be for everybody. Part of the issue could have also just been like this energy of like, because it's definitely giving like love vibes. I'm not gonna hold you, but it's giving that. Second reading was like that too, but not like this. Very different. This is like you're still really, very, very, very much working on the healing part. If somebody was like taking away from your sense of confidence, how you felt about yourself, no more of that, please. Please love yourself. You deserve that. What is the likely outcome or incoming energy? Yeah. They want you to be confident in yourself. Queen of Wands. Confidence. That's a bad motherfucker right there. She is confident. She knows her worth. I'm hearing A Woman's Worth by Alicia Keys. Knight of Wands also came out with it. And a real man knows a real woman when he sees her. And a real man just can't deny. all that's worth. I left out a chunk, but I just wanted to get to the point. But when a real man, especially those of you who are, women watching, which most of you are, and even for the men too. It's not just about the women, it's about the men too. Being able to be confident in yourself again. If someone kind of, you know, pulled at your sense of confidence, like making you feel bad about yourself. Now, granted, we can't sit there and put all the emphasis on a single person. That's not fair. But they could have been a trigger. Let's go with that. They could have been a trigger when it comes to, how you felt about yourself or how you feel about yourself. They want you to rebuild that confidence again. That's what I'm getting at. Hi, Kalila. How are you? We are actually on the star reading right now. I am almost done with this reading. So when I post it up, I am going to put the timestamps so that you can come back and watch it at your leisure, because like I said, the reading's almost done. So even though I'm on that reading right now, literally almost done with it, so I do want you to be able to get a chance to watch it. And like I said, once I post this up, which will be in a few minutes or so, you'll be able to come back and watch it from the very beginning of it and all that. You can watch the whole thing if you want, whatever you would like to do. But I am glad to hear that you're doing well. That's awesome. I'm good too. Started crying on this, so I'm not sure if this reading, this is the only one of all the readings I've done that made me cry tonight. Literally, I was crying. Like, I was like, am I gonna be able to make it through the rest of the reading? I had to turn the camera off just for a moment, just to regroup. But I feel better now. But my goodness, a lot of emotions here. God damn. We have the moon here on the bottom. Yeah, like those fears and anxieties, things that have been making you feel off center when it comes to just being your most highest version of yourself, right? Stepping into your confidence. Yeah. No more of this Five of Pentacles, people making you feel like you're less than. No. Mm-mm. You're moving on from that. The Chariot, middle of the deck here. You're not, no more allowing that, right? Any last message from the tarot for those who picked the star emoji? And then I'm going to post it up. I was contemplating on doing a collective message, but I'm too tired and I'm hungry. So I'm just going to call it a day when we finish this reading. Because I don't even know what I would talk about, to be honest. Yeah. Five of Cups. Definitely a sense of feeling of loss, sadness, regrets. And just trying to figure out how to pick up all those pieces and move forward is what I'm getting. Not being stuck in these emotions. Not being stuck up here. Especially when it comes to your confidence. I'm definitely getting, for somebody who ends up resonating with this message, there was somebody who you had in your life. I'm definitely picking up on a romantic partner for most, who really just pulled away at your self-confidence. And I think that's why I got really emotional, because I know what that feels like. It's definitely giving karmic relationship. It's giving narcissist, that kind of thing. And it's that's such a painful thing to recover from. And a lot of times we don't actually fully recover from it. It could be years later where you were perfectly fine, and all of a sudden there's just something that makes you kind of just snap or brings you back to it. That's why I always say, heal. I say it on here all the time. Healing is linear, or is not linear, rather. A lot of people think it is. It's not. It's quite the opposite. Ebbs and flows. You could be fine for years, never thinking about a person or a situation. All of a sudden, it's just a trigger. Brings you right back to where you were. You don't have to stay there, but it could bring you back. They are letting you know. Don't worry about it. All those losses and shit, all those lessons that you had to learn, because it's not really losses, it's lessons. Take that out. Take the lesson. You're going to get beautiful things that are going to come towards you in the process. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Take that time to do that deep inner work. You will be okay. Nobody can take you from where you're headed. This Ten of Pentacles. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody. Any last message from here? Because I feel drawn to one more card. And then we're going to read from the Divine Abundance deck, and that will be the end of this reading. For the folks that picked the star, and I'm going to post this up and put the timestamps and everything for y'all. The sun. It's time to be happy, baby. That's why I kept on picking up on like that Mary J. Blige song, Be Happy. And this was the other card that gave me that vibe too. Be happy. I might have to listen to that album before I go to sleep. What time is it? It's early enough. I could listen to that album. Last weekend, I listened to the what album was it? Share My World album. I was channeling some songs from there. I was like, ooh, I gotta listen to that album now, and I actually really did. And oh man, that brought me back. I was like, damn, I haven't heard this album in forever. And the My Life album is another one of those albums that puts me in that space where I'm just like, yo, I was a kid when that came out. Like, I wasn't even experiencing any of that, but for some reason every time I heard it, like, it would just resonate. Yeah, something about Mary J. Blige. Alright, so I split the deck. We have change. It says, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to the sacred crossroads in your own evolution. To see the change, you have to be the change, my loves. You have to be the change. I always forget the name of this goddess or deity here. This is like in Indian culture. But I always recognize her when I see her because she was on like a Jimi Hendrix album cover. Somebody might be a Hendrix fan. Let me know if that resonates. I also have guidance here. I heard sail along. It says when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to focus on, and which is ironic because look at that. What did you guys pick? You picked the star. Let's listen to that. You have a fixed star to follow. Ooh. I heard North Star. Wow. I'm telling you, you might resonate with the reading from yesterday. Wow. That's heavy. You're being guided. Sorry I started crying, guys. It happens on here. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I was doing a good job. You know, I was laughing and shit, and all of a sudden I started crying. You know? Sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying, maybe. I don't know. So Spirit purposely saved that message for last because they're like, oh, you're going to be crying, bitch. I'm like, okay, great. Look, grief. Come on now. We have... Damn. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So I just heard, I've got this ice box where my heart used to be. Then if you guys watch the B2K and Pretty Ricky, versus, let me know in the comments. What did y'all think? Who did y'all vote for? But yeah. Something about that heart space. And we talked about loss, right? We definitely talked about loss. Yeah. Trust the process, right? We have trust here. It says, allow me, the divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. They want you to trust in them throughout this transitional process, right? With the butterflies there, like this is a transitional phase, right? Non-duality is in the middle. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent in doing both. Very interesting. What I'm picking up with that is like while we're living these 3D experiences, right? You are you know, a very non 3D, you know, entity, so to speak, living in this very 3D world, right? Inhabiting a human body. You're not necessarily of this true human experience, but you're experiencing it. If you believe in like reincarnation and things like that, right? And then we come into these fucking lives that we agreed to. Why do we do this shit to ourselves, spirit? Why? Um, but we do, and we're meant to trust the process, right? Go, grow with the flow, not go with the flow, but grow with the flow. And it's like, what the fuck is this? All right, let's get one card from your spirit to close out. It's wild. Wild, wild, wild. What time is it? 8:30. I'm trying not to spend more money because I know I have food at home, but I'm like, what would I have here? Ugh. What do we got? Liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't have to believe in them. Sorry. You don't believe anymore that they're you. I was about to say you don't have to believe in them anymore. Same kind of concept. But I start adding my own words sometimes because I can't fucking see without my glasses. I could read, but I just can't see without my glasses. So I'm like, ooh, I think that's what that card says, and I'm like, oh nope, that's not what it says. Yeah, freeing yourself, right? Or it says like, you know, freeing your mind. Wow, this is very different than the other energies that we saw throughout these readings. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We have invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me. Welcoming in help. You can't do it all by yourself, and that's one of the things that have showed up in the other readings. Being able to understand that it's okay to release a little bit, surrender control, and let them help you. True offering is on the top of the deck. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Being able to acknowledge when that burden is just too heavy. Again, you deserve to be happy. The spirit guides want to help you get to your milk and honey. They're listening. But are you? Worth. Middle of the deck here. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Your heart, the way that you love and you give, that is more than enough. If you've been struggling with that, if you've been struggling with feeling like, am I worthy? Your worthiness, right? Am I lovable? I'm hearing these things. Oh, let's not start crying again. Oof. My loves, those of you who resonate with that particular reading, my heart, I'm feeling so much in there. Uh, all right, let's call this a wrap. All right, guys. Wow, that last one was a doozy. They all had like their moments, but that one, for whatever reason, that one really struck hard. The second one was like more like a little almost humorous, and then the first one was like, you know, kind of straight to business, like we're gonna talk about it. And then this one was like very very emotional. Maybe it's just like a build up, you know. Some of you guys might resonate with all the readings, but I am gonna post all of them up and everything in a moment. I'm gonna put all the timestamps and everything. But with all that said, for those of you who were able to check out, everything and stuck around, even if it's like, in your different, spurts of time, welcome. Thank you. All that stuff. If you came a little bit later, I am about to post this all up so you could, look at the timestamps and, reflect on, the readings that are associated with each emoji. Excuse me. And yeah. So with all that said, I do love you guys very, very much. And I appreciate everything that you guys do to help support the channel. And again, if you're new and you haven't done so already, you did vibe with the reading that you received, just hit that like button and subscribe. It's all free, right? Hit the notification bell as well. All those things are super helpful for the channel and to help me, slowly build this up. I would love to come off of this and hit that 700 mark for my subscribers. That would be pretty cool. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Um, but yeah, wow, that last reading was really heavy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely gonna have to do some releasing and cleansing and stuff to kind of get back to where I was at earlier. I was a little bit chipper and like that really brought me down. Nothing against those who, picked that emoji or anything like that. It's what y'all needed to hear. And as an empath, I felt what you feel. And you guys deserve to be happy. So, yeah. So until next time, my loves. Possibly tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, good chance tomorrow. I'll probably pop up again. But until next time, my lovies, you guys have a great rest of your evening. And until next time, mwah.